Did he at any point suggest to you that he believes that Angelique Fawcett has access to Nichelle Nichols' finances?
Kyle repeatedly made accusations and statements that Angelique had access to finances that went into the GoFundMe account.
Meaning finances of Nichelle Nichols?
Yes.
There's a lot of things I could say to you right now, Kyle Johnson, for making such a dirty, sickening accusation, but I'm not even going to say those things. Not even worth it.
Did he ever say how much that was?
Yes, he indicated that it was large sums of money.
At some point you discovered how much money was in this GoFundMe account?
Yes.
It was a matter of less than $3,000, I believe.
Yes, that's my recollection.
Kyle Johnson, you were trying to set Angelique up. It was given over to B.J. Hawkins, and B.J. explained this to Kyle, and Kyle continued to try and say, no, that's just can't be true. 20 times he asked.
And the statements were reviewed to see how much money had flowed into the account. We had to rely on the statements that were provided by the GoFundMe administrators.
Did you find anything that supports Kyle's suspicions about Angelique Fawcett's wrongdoings?
No, we did not find any indication, and the GoFundMe administrators reviewed the account for fraud, and they issued a report to us.
Is it true that Angelique Fawcett never herself had access to these funds but provided you with the information to contact GoFundMe?
Objection leading.
I only can speak during the time when I was the court-appointed temporary conservator. During that time, GoFundMe advised us of the process that we required. Part of that process was to ask for information from Angelique. Angelique provided the information when we followed the instructions from GoFundMe and asked the questions from Angelique. She provided the information that she had. We turned that information over to GoFundMe, and therefore she no longer had access to the account. I had access to the account as the conservator. Was
Kyle Johnson made aware of this in any of your meetings or discussions?
Kyle Johnson was repeatedly made aware of this by written comments, by in-person meetings, by telephone meetings. He was made aware of it. He was made aware of it repeatedly, frequently, and often every time he would raise the issue. This was after the reporting and the analysis had been done.
Marvan, you have gone out of your way to try and accuse Angelique of taking money from the GoFundMe account. And there's a paper trail. There's a paper trail on all of this. This is not forensic work. You can find this out in a moment's notice. But you thought that it would be more fun to sling mud and lie and besmirch Angelique's character. And it's not right, and you know it's not right. You're a liar. Don't try and tell people, oh, well, we just didn't know, or we were concerned about this. No, you knew. You knew all along, asking about this thing for 20 times. Are you kidding me? I mean, who does a thing like that?
Did Kyle Johnson at any point try to suggest that Angelique Fawcett was conspiring with Gilbert Bell in any way?
Again, giving context, Kyle Johnson felt that there were a number of people conspiring, including toward the end of my appointment that I was conspiring with Gilbert Bell. So that the vendor, the contractor for the events was conspiring with Gilbert Bell.
Who else is helping Gilbert Bell, Kyle? Santa Claus? How about the Tooth Fairy or Bigfoot? Obviously, everyone's involved. Everyone's a criminal to you.
Were there any time a attempt by Cal Johnson to keep Nichelle Nichols from appearing in court?
Objection, speculation.
The answer is yes, he did not prepare her for a court, despite the fact that in our meetings we indicated when that she had to be dressed, her hair had to be done, clothing laid out, and Kyle disregarded those instructions.
Objection, argumentative, speculation. Lack of personal knowledge.
Did you at any point conclude that Kyle Johnson is fit enough to act as a conservator for the conservatee?
Objection, calls for a legal conclusion, lack of foundation.
I think that that is a decision for the judge to make. What I did was to provide what I thought documentation, evidence, analysis, that there were areas of deep and grave concern that he would not be able to act in the best interest of the conservatee, despite the fact that it was his mother, and despite the fact that it is my general position that a member of the family is in the best position to act in the role of conservatorship of the person.
So Nichelle Nichols used to tell me, "You didn't come this far just to come this far." This is a saying that I have heard before, but it always sounded different when Nichelle said it. I didn't come this far just to come this far. I will continue to fight for Nichelle Nichols' rights. Kyle Johnson, yes, you've defamed me. Yes, you've libeled me. Yes, you've said a lot of things and had people doubting me. But there's a lot of people who believe me, and there's a lot of people who know the truth. And why? Because I actually have the proof. I don't need to be quiet anymore. I'm a citizen of this country, and I get to stand up for what's right.
Angelique has been through a lot. Angelique is going to continue because she's a loyal person. She has had Nichelle's back all the way. She will have Nichelle's back forever. And I can assure you that she's not going to stop, because I know my wife. She will not stop, and she won't quit. Trust me on this. I'm the Yoda of knowing about Angelique Fawcett. She's a fighter to the end, and she will not put up with anybody's negative comments. She will not cower to anyone abusing her or trying to cast aspersions toward her. And all of these are scurrilous. None of them are for real. You know, I just want to tell everyone what a fabulous wife I have. She's loyal, she's courageous, and she's not ever going to quit. And I love her for it. I respect her enormously. I want everyone to know that all around the world. She is my angel, and I love her very much. So thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for the good fight. You know, Kyle, Nichelle is not your prisoner, and you are not her warden. Free Nichelle Nichols. Let her live the life that she wants to live.
Give Nichelle Nichols her human and civil rights.
Good night, everyone.
Thank you and good night. Until next time.